So student, now we are going to discuss about how to represent a rational number on the number line. So you just check out your exercise 1.3, question number 1b. So in exercise 1.3, question number 1b, we have to represent question number 1b, that is minus 2 by 5 on the number line. So minus 2 by 5 on the number line. So let us see how we will represent minus 2 by 5 on the number line. So for that we have to draw a number line. So let us draw a number line. You take the scale with the help of the ruler, you just draw a number line. Since we are asked to represent minus 2 by 5, it is a negative rational number, so we should keep in mind that the space for the negative part of the number line. So I am writing 0 here. Because we do not need the positive rational number, so we are just keeping the positive side blank. Now we are writing negative rational number. Now we are writing negative rational number. So see, while representing a negative rational number, we should first think about the denominator. Denominator is 5. So let us divide the 0 to 1. Suppose you are taking 1, this one. 1 means 1 is equal to 5 by 5. So we have to divide the denominator into 5 parts. So it is minus 1. Your answer will be minus 5 by 5. Let's see. It is minus 1 by 5. It is minus 2 by 5. It is minus 3 by 5. It is minus 4 by 5. And the last part is minus 5 by 5, which is equal to 1. So where is our rational number minus 2 by 5? Here is our rational number minus 2 by 5. So we will draw a circle in this way, and this is the rational number minus 2 by 5. So you will write, therefore hence minus 2 by 5 is on the number line. So in this way you will write. So minus 2 by 5 on the number line. Let us take another example. Suppose we are having an example of minus 1 5 by 9. If we will go to the exercise 1.3, question number 1d. Let us go for exercise 1.3, question number 1d. Let's see what is the solution of 1d. Let's see. Question number 1d. 1d says us to represent minus 1 5 by 9. So see student, if the numbers are given in such a way that then we will convert, either we will convert this one into the mixed type of fraction to improper fraction, or you can directly represent by the different way. So I will do by the two ways both. Okay, so let's see, it is minus 1 5 by 9. So 9 ones are 9, 14. So it is minus 14 by 9. So this minus 1 by 5 also can be written in this way. See, minus 1 minus 5 by 9. If you will take the LCM, 9 ones are minus 9 minus 5. See, it is minus 14 by 9. That means this we can write in same way. Look at here. It is 14 by 9. Is it or not? 14 by 9. So either you represent this rational number or you represent this number on the number line, both are same. So we are going to represent both of the rational numbers, because see, both of the rational numbers are same only. So we are going to represent both of the rational number on the number line. Let's see how we will represent. This is the number line. So you will draw a number line with the help of ruler. Then we will take 0, because we are asked to represent 1 5 by 9, that is negative represent rational number. So let us draw. See, here I just gave you minus 14 by 9 or minus 1 minus 5 by 9. So if you are having this one, so it's very easy to represent. So 0 minus 1 by 9 minus 2 by 9 minus 3 by 9. In this way minus 4 by 9 minus 5 by 9 minus 6 by 9. Like this, if you will come in the way, you will get minus 14 by 9. So this is our rational number minus 14 by 9. You will write down. Here I am not writing the number, but instead of not writing, you will write down minus 7 by 9 minus 8 by 9 in this way. Since there is no space, so I am just giving you an example how to write. Okay, then you will get this type of number. See, you will get, suppose it is 8, then you are used to write, then you will get, see, minus 13 by 9, and then you will get minus 14 by 9. Now see, minus 8 by 9 means it is minus 9 by 9, which is equal to minus 1. See, minus 1 we are getting. If you got minus 9 by 9, that is minus 1, then again 1, see, 9 parts of the next 2. So they will get 1 by 9, 2 by 9, 3 by 9, 4 by 9, 5 by 9. Similarly, you will get minus 5 by 9. I hope you understood this one, student. So now let us come to the question number 5 of the exercise 1.3. Question number 5 of the exercise 1.3. Let's come to the question number 5 of exercise 1.3. See, in question number 5 it is asked that find 3 rational numbers between minus 6 and minus 7. From minus 6 and minus 7. Suppose this is the number line. If you will go, it is minus 6 and it is minus 7. Suppose there are so many rational numbers are there. So we need to find any 3 of the rational numbers. So for that, what we will do, the best way for class 8 is that you just find out the numbers in between by average method, that is arithmetic mean. So in class 7 we have already discussed about how to find the mean of minus 6 and 7. So let us find out the mean of minus 6 and 7. Minus 6 plus minus 7 by 2. This is the way you will get minus 6 minus 7 by 2 will get minus 13 by 2, which is equal to minus 6.5. See, this minus 6.5 lies between minus 6 and minus 7. So similarly, in this way we will going to find the 3 rational numbers between minus 6 and minus 7. So let us start the solution of this particular question. One rational number between minus 6 and minus 7 is equal to minus 6 plus minus 7 by the arithmetic method divided by 2. So we will get minus 13 by 2, and which answer is minus 6.5. Okay, so see, this is the first rational number between minus 6 and 7, minus 7. So now let us go for the next one. See, suppose this is a number line and we are having minus 7 here and we are having minus 6 here, then it is minus 6.5. See, if we will find again the mean of this particular number, the number will lies here. So see, the second number always find between 6 and minus 7 and minus 6. So now we are going to find the second rational number, that is minus 6 and minus 6.5. So let us find the second rational number between minus 6 and minus 7 is second rational number is minus 6 plus minus 13 by 2. It was your 6.5? Yes, divided by 2. So what I will get? See, I will get, which is equal to minus, you take LCM, 2 6 are minus 12, then you will get plus minus minus, minus 13 by 2. So you will get the answer like this, 4, this 2 will come to the denominator, it is minus 25 by 2. So minus 25 by 2. If you will divide minus 25 by 4, then you will get, see, 25 by 4, 4 6 are 24, 1 decimal, 0, 4 2s are 8, 2, 2 5s are 10, 4 5s are 20, 6.25. Obviously, it lies between minus 6 and minus 7. The second rational number is minus 25 by 4, which is equal to minus 6.25, which is minus 6.25. So I hope, student, you understood this one. The second rational number that is, which is equal to minus 6.25. So we got two rational numbers. Now we will find the third rational number between this one. So let us find the third rational number between minus 6 and minus 7. So let us go for the third rational number. Third rational number is minus 6 plus minus 25 by 4 divided by 2. Again we are finding the third rational number in the same way. Our answer will be minus 24 minus 25 by 8. It is minus 49 by 8. So it is the third rational number between minus 6 and 7. So what are our answer? The first answer was minus 13 by 2, the second answer was minus 25 by 4, and the third answer was minus 49 by 8. These are the three rational numbers between minus 6 and minus 2. If you are going to write down in decimal form, then it will be a minus 6.5, it will be our minus 6.25, and you divide this one, 8 6 are 48. See, divided by 49 divided by 48, 8 6 are 48. You will get 1 decimal 0, 8 1s are 8. Then you will get 2 0, 8 2 are 16, 6.125. The third one is 6.125. The three rational numbers are, what are the rational numbers? If you are writing this one, the third rational number is minus 6.5, minus 6.25, minus 6.125. These are the rational numbers between 6 and 7. So now students, let's move to the next exercise, that is exercise 1.4, where we have the story sums, and now we will going to find the answers, solutions of that story sums given in our exercise 1.4. So let us move to the exercise 1.4. So if you will read the first question of exercise 1.4, you will find that Radhika embroiders a sari in 5/1 by 2 days. So Radhika is there, which embroiders a sari in 5/1 by. Radhika embroiders one sari in 5/1 by 2 days. The next question is, how many days will it take to embroider 4 such saris? So she is going to embroiders the same 4 saris. Then how many days it will take? Yes student, definitely it will multiplied with 4. It is multiplied with 4. So you just find out the answer. 10, 11 by 2 multiplied by 4. Our answer is 44 by 2. The result will be 22 days. I hope you understood this question, student. These are the simple questions from exercise 1.4. This type of questions we have already done in our class 7. Now let us come to the next question, student. Question number 3. In a factory, 3 by 8 of the workers are female. Okay, in a factory, 3 by 8 of the workers are female, and the total number of workers is 600. So total number of workers is 600. Suppose this is total. So we have to find the number of male workers. So student, this is very easy question. So if 3 by 8 of the workers are female, then definitely you know 5 by 8 of the workers will be male. How we will got? Because we know the total in the fraction is 1. 1 minus the female. 1 minus the female will be 8 minus 3, which is equal to 5 by 8 will be the male. Definitely we have done. So if 3 by 8 is female, then definitely 5 by 8 is male. So 5 by 8 of what? 5 by 8 of total workers. Of total workers are male. So we will get the 5 by 8 of 600. Total workers is 600. So we will get 5 by 8 of 600. So you will get the answer 5 multiplied by 8 1 ja 8, 8 75 ja. So 575, which is equal to 375 male workers. So we will get the male workers in this way. So I hope students you have understood this question. Now let us understand the question number 4. What is given in question number 4? Let's see. Let us see question number 4. How it can be solved. Uniform speed covers a distance 240 km and 1 by 2 hours. So distance that is covered by train is 240 km and time is 1 by 2 hours. So we need to find the speed of the train and also the distance traveled by train in 6 hours. So distance is given and time is given at a uniform speed, means at a same speed. So what is the speed then? Find the speed of the train. So speed, as we know, the speed of is always given, speed is equal to distance by time. So you know speed is distance by time. So let us put the value distance 240 and time is 1 by 2. If you will calculate 240 divided by 5 by 2. So if you will calculate this one, you will get the value 240 multiplied by 2 by 5. So now you calculate this 2 by 5. You will get the answer of the speed of the train. Suppose 5 1s are 5, 5 4s are 20, 5 8s are 40. So your answer will be 96 kilometer per hour. This is the speed of the train. 96 kilometer per hour. The train runs at the speed of 96 kilometer per hour. Now the second part of the question is that distance traveled by train in 6 hours. So distance traveled by train, this is in first hour. So let us find the distance traveled by train in 6 hours. If the train travels this distance in per hour means 1 hour. So distance traveled by train in 6 hours. Distance in 6 hours, which is equal to 6 multiplied by 96. 6 6 are 36, 9 6 are 54, 55 56, 57. 6 into 96, 576 kilometer in 6 hours. So our answer is this one.